Alright guys, as always, before we get into the video, I'm going to talk to you guys about Futtrading. It's our website, it's our trading service that we offer, and it's an awesome system to help you guys make coins. Basically, for tier 1, it's £10 a month. You get yourself buying and selling prices for the fodder cards. And this isn't normal fodder, this is daily SBC fodder. It's far more profitable and can be utilised more often. You get the buying and selling prices for special cards, all the profitable ones on the game, and the same for icons with prime icons due to be added. And you also get a weekly trading guide and a club stock guide that's handwritten by me every single week for you guys to make coins. The club stock guide has seen people make millions over the course of the last 2 or 3 weeks with some unbelievable profits from cards for very short holds, a week, 2 weeks maximum, and even that is pushing it. Sometimes it's 2 or 3 days. Tier 2, £15 a month. You get all of that. Plus you get our live sniping filters and our fluctuations area. Fluctuations track the market 24 hours a day, and they literally show you which cards are down to go and target your buys and work out where you want to buy, and it tells you how to sell. And then on top of that, you've got tier 3. You get all of that plus our Discord bot. It direct pings you and tells you there are deals on the market, or go and have a look. It allows you to either buy that card or wait for an undercut and make even more profit on that card. That's £20 a month, £10 a month for tier 1, £15 a month for tier 2, £20 a month for tier 3, or if you buy for 3 or 6 months, you get big discounts. So check out Futtrading, but for now, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe down below and make sure notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. As always, don't forget, you've seen it in the intro, check out Futtrading. It's £10 a month, and you can do exactly what I'm doing as part of this mini-series on YouTube and make 1 million coins in a week pretty easily. And that is what we're doing on this account. We're on my brother's account. I made a bigger play on my other account, so I've just bought a load of Team of the Weeks that I'm holding for now. So I thought, why not give you guys some content and change it up? So you guys would have seen yesterday that we're going from this team here, which my brother has, which is very nice, and I've done a lot of work for him to have that team in the first place. A lot of League SBC stuff, and he wants to end up by Friday-ish with this team. And it's an unbelievably good team. We're probably going to find a new card instead of Mr. Henry, but we're not really sure who yet. We're going to see what happens, I guess, throughout the week. See who we get instead of that. But basically, our aim is to get Martial, Koundé, and Maignan not far off of 1 million coins that we need to spend them. We've already done Klaus. We did the SBC for him yesterday. But starting point for this video is the advice I give everyone in my club stock guide. And I'll give you guys it plenty of times before, but I'll give you it again. Whenever rare bronzes or rare silvers from major nations are at discard price, buy them en masse. Reason for that is they double in value plus some more, okay? Now, it might not sound like a lot of coin when you're going, oh, I'm only making 200 coins. But let's say you fill up a whole transfer pile with 200 coin profits on 100 cards, okay? It doesn't sound like massive, but that's 20,000 coins. You do that 3 times in a day, it's 60,000 coins. It adds up very quickly. Obviously, we've got some bits and bobs listed. But outside of that, because it's not just the only coins that we've got all you guys listed. We've also got, so Phil Foden's, we're just sort of casually listing as we go, and a lot of investments in Team of the Weeks, right? So realistically, we're not sat at 53k, we're sat at well over that, far higher than that, in fact. So what I'm going to do is list these Foden's overnight, see if they sell. They probably won't because it's not risen enough yet, but list up and keep having all these bronzes overnight. Hopefully it'll be something towards the 60,000, 70,000 coin mark by the morning. Once everything's sold overnight, unless Foden's have sold, then it'll be more. I'll see you soon. Right guys, it might be a bit laggy on my voice because sometimes when I stream or record it can be a little bit laggy on the voice. But overnight, 115k, and we've started to sell our silvers now as well. We've sold a lot of them. I've had to make room this morning and sell even more of them this morning. But 115k is where we're sat at the moment. Some of them sold for quite a bit of coin. But we also managed to shift on a couple of Team of the Weeks this morning. So I sold a couple of them. We bought a couple at like discard and they're at 13,250 now. So I sold a couple of those this morning as well, and it bumps up a little bit. But the rest of them we're keeping for now because there apparently is an 85 times 3 in the code today. And I'm going to guess that probably is going to need a Team of the Week. Whenever Team of the Weeks from major leagues are at discard price or close to like 11k, 11.5, buy them. It's a no-brainer. Without a doubt. What I'm going to do this morning though a little bit is probably do a little bit of special card trading. There's not much I really want to touch until tonight, but I want to show you guys how to trade with special cards basically. So this is the way that I would do it, and if you can mess about with filters, it's much better. But when we trade with special cards, we're looking to buy Team of the Weeks, ones to watches, whatever it is you want, rule breakers, and you're looking to buy them at the price they normally sell for. So let's say, for example, Jordan and Marvy sells for 21k normally, 21, 22k. You're looking to buy these cards at that price or slightly below it with chem styles or position changes. So for a left back, you want like a shadow on them. For a midfielder, a shadow or a hunter on them. For a midfielder, ideally even like a striker as well. So if you have a central midfielder, a striker shadow or striker hunter bumps the price up very, very nicely. Now on the website, we've got all the buy and sell prices for these. If you're not sure though, don't go out and buy. Just start to learn the market. So what I would do is I go special, go quality special. I'm going to go chem style, I'm going to go shadow to start with. And the filter that I've always loved, and the reason why I like this, is it's not too competitive. You haven't got to snipe too quickly. You can just flick through and see what's going on. When we get towards 59th minute, now something's just been brought on the 59th minute. Where was that? There. So tomorrow at 90k, for example, I can flick through and have a little look on him and see what he's selling for. Now, I can see there's 92s there. So 90k is not the best deal in the world. I now know that for Tomori props at something like 85, that's what I want to be spending on him, basically. No more than that. And you just keep clicking through. But always remember to compare price on everything, because the deal you're looking at there might not be a deal. It may well not be a deal, but something else might be. Card might pop and it's actually, that's a very, very good deal. Let me go and buy that. And if you flick through, you might find yourself a striker. There's a central midfielder there, for example, which is quite a half-decent undercut. 55. So there's not many massive deals there. However, this Kimmich to me is intriguing because he's been position changed, I think, from a CDM. But even if he hasn't been, on this account, on Sean's account, he league SBC grinds, so he's got shadows. If I want to, I can attach a shadow to that manually and make coins from it that way. But that's what I'm going to be doing this morning, having a little look at that. I'll be back soon. I'll see you then. Alright guys, so 2 deals we picked up this morning to start with. And this is where it's important that you keep a little bit of coin total, which is good. Both very good deals. We've got this Nelson Semedo at 61k. He should sell around 68k. And it's Gabriel Jesus who picked up at 40k. Now, he was a massive undercut on what was on the market. But because Sean does League SBC grind, I've attached one of his untradeable hunters to it to make him even easier to sell. We'll get 45 for him pretty easily over time. And that's an important thing to remember. A lot of people say, I've got so many untradeable consumables in my club. Utilize them to make more coins. There's no point having 20 shadows. You're not going to need 20 shadows. Use 10 of them, put them onto a card, and sell them on for profit. It's a no-brainer, and that's how you get back a lot of money from League SBC or just from grinding in general. So that's where we're at. So now we've got 15k left. That doesn't mean we stop trading and we don't do anything else. We now look at League SBCs. Again, preferably minor leagues. Dogs are running like nutters. Preferably minor leagues are the better ones to go for. But again, like I've shown you before, we're just looking for undercuts so we can flip back on instantaneously. So compare price and everything, see what everything's selling for. No massive undercuts there. And I'll just flip between the leagues. And this is this is how trading works. If you look at my trading at the moment, I have got Team of the Weeks invested in. I have got bronze and silver rares from Major Nations still invested in. I've still got loads of them to sell. I've got the special cards selling at the moment. I'm now also doing League SBC. All that together is why I'm going to be near 400k once everything's sold. If not, a little bit more than that, which is fantastic. So I'll be back once I've done some trading and we've got a sort of coin total going on. I'll see you then. Alright guys, so we have been putting League SBC stuff, buying and selling. We've got quite a bit that we've bought and sold. Bit by bit, it's going relatively decently. We're now going to look at Sudamericana cards. These are an area of the market that are very much overlooked because any of the 75 plus rated cards are quite expensive in their own rights. And a lot of people cannot be bothered to go and check prices of cards. Now, the 85 rated goalkeepers Sudamericana are usually about 1,500 coins. But because these guys here that I've just picked up are the cheapest of him, I'm going to try and see if we can get a bit more coins for him. Now, if you're not sure of the Sudamericana cards, you can get them up on Footwiz. And you can work your way through it. So you go FIFA 22 players there. We'll refresh it so you can see it. And then item type, once it comes up, you want to flick down to Sudamericana. And it will bring up the cards for you. And it gives you a rough estimate of the prices you can flick through. And all you're looking for, again, in the same way as you're doing that with the League SBC bronzes, you're looking for the same thing when it comes to down to the Sudamericana cards. Undercuts you can flip on for instant profit. Profits can be bigger, but they can be a lot longer to find. So play about with filters, grind it out. I'll be right back. Alright guys, we'll list up Van Joni in a second. But just a little update for you. Final one before we sort of come towards the end of the video, I guess. Both the Jesus and Semedo sold, so what I showed you works. This is unbelievably overpowered. Trading with Sudamericana cards, one of these was 2,000 coins. So we made like 1,500 coins profit on that one. It was this one here that was about that anyway. And the other one was 3,000, I think, we sold that. Loads of League SBC cards sold as well. And never forget this. So I've got Sudamericana cards up, like one of each here. Never forget, ever forget bids, okay? So this Vecchio, we paid 1,200 for him. If we compare price on him, He sells for a lot more than that. A lot more than that. And so it's always worth remembering bids. It's always worth remembering different ways to pick cards up. And it's usually a pretty surefire way to make like quite a good amount of profit as you go. So I just always be mindful of that to a certain degree. But you'll see this now, and throughout this episode as such, I've just shown you more of the tips and tricks as to what I'm doing basically. Next episode should have a settled coin total, but we've shown you in this video about trading with League SBC cards, we've shown you about trading with Sudamericana cards, and we've shown you special cards. So go out and try them. Go out and try those methods, because that's the only way you're ever going to learn to make coins on this game, is by actually doing. People can tell you what to do, but if people go to buy at this price and sell at that price, you're never going to know. And it's also kind of hard to do that. If I tell you this is the thought process behind why we do what we do, that's when you get smart. And that's when you're like, actually, I can work with this because I now start to look out for this. Never forget, ever forget, every single time that bronze rares and silver rares from major nations get down to discard price, always buy. Because even if you get like double the price back, so if it's 200 coins, you sell for 400 coins. 300 coins, so for 600 coins, you're doubling your coins every time you invest. And there aren't many methods on this game that's going to double your coins every time you do it. So that's where we're at basically. Once we sell everything right now, I think we'll be at close to 400 and something K. We're going to wait and see what happens to these team of the weeks we've got there invested for any pack that comes out. But if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe down below. Make sure your notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. But for now, I'm out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon.